Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and what I want to do in this video is kind of use it as a frequently asked questions video. I do Dear Nero every single week, which is a weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in fan mail or fan questions, and I answer them on that show, and it's nice, but usually it's a very long form episode. Usually it's a variety of questions throughout the entire episode, and I do it every single week, and it's kind of hard to keep up. If you're looking for a specific answer to a specific question, it can be kind of hard to track down that particular episode of Dear Nero in which that question was asked and answered, so that could be kind of an issue. I figured what I would do with this video is actually just go over some questions that come my way all the time. Like, these questions are just stuff I hear all the time. I'm very tired of answering them, that kind of thing. Ones where I just have to answer it so much. I figured, hey, we'll do a frequently asked questions video and clear up a lot of stuff for some of you guys out there that may not know too much about me or my channel or just wondering about certain things. So I figured I would go ahead and answer those here in this video. Now keep in mind, if you're a longtime fan, perhaps you've been watching my channel here for a long time, chances are you probably know the answer to all this stuff, but this video is not for you. The video is for the people that don't know the answers for this kind of stuff, right? So keep that in mind. We're gonna hop in here. The first question, one of the questions I get all the time: why do you pause in your outro? You say, hope you guys all have a wonderful day, right? I do that. There's always that pause right there. And people wonder, why do I pause? Is there an inside joke that they didn't catch up on? Well, why do I do that? The truth is, I don't know why I do that. It is something I just randomly started doing. It's something that's kind of evolved over time. I said, hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Then eventually it just started getting longer and longer and longer. Without me thinking about it, without planning it, it just started happening that way until it kind of became a thing. And usually that kind of stuff doesn't usually happen on purpose. You look at the intros that people have, like for me, mine is, hello YouTube, my name is Nero. That kind of thing, it just kind of starts happening, I suppose. You look at a lot of people's intros and how they generally introduce their video, it just kind of happens. They just start saying something, they say, well, if I said last video, I guess it'll work this video, and until eventually it turns into a thing. That's really what happened with my outro. It just happened that way, and I don't know why it happened. I just started doing it, and I just kept going on with it every single video until now. It's kind of like a trademark in a way. So that's the reason I do that. There's no inside joke or anything like that. It just happened. Another question I get pretty frequently is, what is your intro song? And to these people, I say, check the video description. There's tons of useful information down there. There's links to my Facebook and my Twitter and my Let's Play channel. Did you know I have a second channel? Because I do, and there's a link to it down there. It also tells you what the intro song is down there. Literally, like, any piece of useful information that you would like to know extra about that particular video, or even just about me in general, is usually down in the video description. All kinds of crazy stuff is down there. It's like it's 2014, it's almost 2015, and these people just don't seem to know how to check a video description and look at the useful information that's down there. It's great down there, I promise you. But yeah, it's April Showers by ProleterR. ProleterR is actually a pretty awesome artist. I talk to him sometimes via email, and he allows me to use his music in my videos, and I think that's awesome of him. I think that's great, and it's actually pretty cool that he actually has a new album out right now called Rookie. There's a link to that also down in the video description. I'll take you over to his Bandcamp. Now, what's actually kind of cool about this album is, one, is it's like classic stuff, like he usually does, like a classical beat with kind of like a modern twist to it at the same time. It's really cool music. I like it a lot personally, and it's a free album. You can download it for free, or you can pay money for it if you so choose. If you want to pay him $1 for it, you can. If you want to download it for free, you can. Me personally, I bought the album for $20 because I thought it's worth more than that to me, but I paid $20 just because the fact he allows me to use his music in my videos, I thought that was a really cool thing, and the fact he's giving away the album, he probably won't be making that much money off of it as a result of that. I'm like, I'll pay 20 bucks up for it, maybe kind of make up for all the people that are downloading it for free and stuff like that, so if you guys want to do that, I'm not being paid by him to say that or anything like that. I just figured I would promote it here because he's a cool artist. He allows me to use his music in my videos, and I thought I'd help him out a little bit by kind of pimping his album a little bit here in this video, so go check that out if you guys would like to. Another question I get pretty frequently is, why is your name Nero? Now, it's not Nero because of like that software, because apparently there's a software called Nero. It's not Nero because of the Roman Emperor guy. My name is Nero actually because of wrestling. Growing up, I was a big wrestling fan, like WWF, which is now the WWE. I don't watch it anymore. I haven't watched it in probably 6 or 7 years now. I haven't really paid too much attention to it, but growing up, I was a big fan of it. My dad was into it, my cousins were into it. We all like to watch wrestling, And my favorite wrestler was Jeff Hardy. There's two Hardy brothers, Matt and Jeff Hardy. They were a tag team. They're really cool. They always jumped off of ladders, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, And Jeff Hardy was my favorite wrestler. And I found out, as you might, if you like someone a lot, or someone's kind of like your idol or your hero growing up, you might want to try and learn some information about them. So I looked up stuff on Jeff Hardy, and I found out that his full name is Jeffrey Nero Hardy. His middle name is actually Nero, and I thought that was really cool. And I just thought it was such a unique name, and the fact I've never seen anyone with that as a first name or a middle name or even a last name, like Nero. It's just such a unique name to me, you know? And when I got Xbox Live back in like 2007, I needed to make a gamer tag, so I thought Nero was a really cool, unique name. Of course, it was taken, so I went with Nero 10, because 10 was my favorite number. So I went and I took Nero 10 as my very first gamer tag ever. So yeah, that was me. That's why my name's Nero. I've kind of just went by Nero online ever since. Another question is, what does SB stand for? People see my gamer tag is SB Nero, right? They see that and they're like, what does SB stand for? Are you part of Spacebound Universe, the trick-shotting sniping team? Are you part of the Strictly Business competitive team? No, I'm not part of either one of those. SB, which, by the way, my SB was made before either one of those two people, so keep that in mind. But SB was a group of my friends. It does stand for Strictly Business, which is ironic because you know, there's a competitive team that does the same thing. It was me and some friends. We decided to make like a clan back in the day, back during Modern Warfare 2, and we had just me and my core group of friends, which we've all been playing together since like 2007 or so, but it's 2009 at this point. We decided that we wanted to get a bunch of people together, have like a full-blown team, like all the time, like tons of people, and just play Call of Duty together, make some friends, have some fun, you know, that kind of thing. And so I held tryouts. I posted a video on my channel way back when saying we're having tryouts for this new team we're starting. We're all going to play Call of Duty together, you know, we're just going to have some fun. And a bunch of people showed up, and we had tryouts, and there were some really cool people there, and I added them to the team. I think at the peak of it, we had like 20 or so people on this quote-unquote team of ours. And yeah, we were all just good friends, and we all just started playing Call of Duty together all the time and made some really cool friendships out of it. It was a cool thing. But as these things kind of do, which a lot of you guys are going to be learning as you get older, for you younger folks out there, once you start getting older, life starts to kind of hit you a little bit. Eventually, you can't just devote every day to video games, although I still can because I do YouTube for a living. But other people, you know, they start getting married, you know, they start going to college, you start having jobs and stuff like that, you know, until eventually, you know, those 20 people that, you know, I used to play with all the time, like I knew all these people on like a first name in real life basis almost, you know, because I played these people so much. Eventually, all these people kind of grew up, you know, they stopped gaming, they started doing college or getting married or serious relationships or, you know, getting jobs or doing whatever, you know, they all just kind of grew up in a sense, and not very many of them play anymore. I've actually lost contact with just about every single one of them, with the exception of Cypher, which Cypher, even then, you know, now he's out of school now, he's got a job and a girlfriend, and he doesn't really play Xbox or anything anymore. So of all the people that used to play all the way back in 2009, you know, I think I'm about the only one left. And I don't think I'll ever take SB out of my name though, because some of the best years of my life, honestly, were, you know, staying up playing video games with these guys and all the fun we had. So I don't think I'll ever take SB out of my name. That was our team, that was our clan, you know, even though I'm the last one left and there's no one else really left of it. I think I'm just gonna keep SB in my name forever, because I don't know, just some of the best times of my life playing with those guys. Another question I get pretty frequently is, do I play on PlayStation? Guys, no, I don't play on PlayStation. I don't own a PlayStation. If you see somebody trying to be me on PlayStation, it's not me. I don't have PlayStation, straight up. If you see anyone aside from SB Space Nero on Xbox Live claiming to be me, assume it's not me, because it's probably not. Because really, I have a couple of gamer tags, but the only one I ever really play on is SB Nero. You see my alternate account, which is like Yo Homie Sup, which is an account I made like, once again, like back in 2009, just to goof around on. Yeah, I use that account when I have Call of Duty early, so I don't like trash my stats or whatever by you know playing with random people on bad connections and stuff. I only use that account while I'm playing on games early, you know. So SB Nero is the account I play on everything with. You know, it's always me. It's on Xbox Live. I don't have PlayStation. I do play on PC and stuff like that on occasion, but chances are I'm not playing anything where I would actually talk to people or stuff like that. So, yeah. So SB Nero on Xbox Live is me. No one else is me. Keep that in mind. What microphone do I use? This kind of comes up a lot. And a lot of people ask this kind of stuff for their favorite YouTubers and stuff, like what equipment do you use, because they want to get stuff of their own. I use the Rode Podcaster. It is a USB microphone. Now I'm going to go over this quickly and try and not confuse people, because it was very confusing when trying to make this purchase initially for me. So this is a dynamic microphone. There's basically two kinds of microphones. I'm not going to bore the holy hell out of you like all the articles and all the videos I watched trying to figure out what microphone to buy. I'm not going to bore you. I'm just going to say two different things. There's two different microphones you need to know about. There's dynamic microphones and there's condenser microphones. Dynamic microphones, they basically are really good for single audio recording like this, and you know, doing commentary, stuff like that. They're great for that, because the cool part about them is if I pull the microphone far away from my mouth, it doesn't sound very good, does it? I have to actually be right next to the microphone for it to really pick up my voice very well, and I think that's a great feature about this particular microphone and this kind of microphone being a dynamic. Now, the other kind is a condenser, which really kind of picks up all the noises in the room. It's great for if you're trying to record outside or something like that, or maybe if you're doing like an interview where two people are supposed to use the same microphone. A condenser microphone is good for that, but if you want to do COD commentaries, you want to do like live comms or gameplay videos, a dynamic microphone is what you want to get. And I use the Rode Podcaster. It's very simple. It's a USB microphone that you just plug into your computer and it's ready to go. Now, you can go even further than that. You can get better microphones that you plug into interfaces and do all kinds of crazy stuff, like really professional grade audio. And at the time, it was a really big investment to do something like that, because this microphone itself was already over $100. I'm like, do I really want to spend even more than that on just a microphone? So I didn't really make that investment then. Of course, I'm thinking about doing it now, but it's very confusing with all the different interfaces and all the different kinds of microphones and all the stuff you can do with it. Another one is, what capture card do I use? So when I first started my channel, I used the HD PVR, but that really kind of grew out of favor with me because it didn't record in HDMI. At the time, it only records component cables, so the HD PVR was really not working out for me. I wanted to record in HDMI. I wanted to play in HDMI and not in 720p component. So what I ended up doing was I went and got the AverMedia Live Gamer HD. That's the capture card I use. Now, it's very nice. It records 1080p at 30 frames per second or 720p at 60 frames per second. I usually go with the 720p 60 FPS one because I like frames over resolution personally. But yeah, that's the capture card I use. Do I recommend it? It's a good capture card. I like it a whole lot, but I gotta say it's an internal capture card, meaning you have to actually install it into your graphics card, into your PC. Like, you have to actually install this thing inside of your PC. You need to open it up and put it in there. So if that's the kind of thing that you're not really comfortable with, just get a different one. Get a different capture card that's external, like the Elgato or something like that, or HD PVR2 or whatever variety of capture cards there are, where basically you just take a USB cord, you plug it into your PC, and that's how you record, right? It's a lot simpler that way than using an internal capture card like what I use, where you have to open up your PC and connect some wires and stuff like that. So it can be kind of confusing for some people, but yeah, that is the capture card I use. Another one is, what editing software do I use? I use Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas 12 is the one I'm using right now. I've always used Sony Vegas. It is just my editing software of choice. I've tried some other stuff like Adobe Premiere, and Adobe Premiere is so confusing as compared to Sony Vegas. I'm so comfortable in Sony Vegas that I would much rather just continue to use Sony Vegas. A question I get quite a bit is, why do I only upload Call of Duty? Now, there's kind of this misconception about me that because I only post Call of Duty, that's all I play. Oh, you're not even a real gamer, all you do is play Call of Duty and stuff like that. The reason I only upload Call of Duty is because that's what people on my channel want to watch. Over the years, I've built up a Call of Duty audience, and I think with good reason. You know, if I were to make videos of other games, the way I make videos for Call of Duty, right, I do guides on different stuff. I show you my creative classes. I try and break down gameplays, like on DNA Saturday and Chemstrike Saturday, or I talk about different news-related things happening within the game, or I talk about perk setups, or, you know, as in-depth as I get with Call of Duty. I don't think I could do that for other games, because I don't think I understand games at the same level that I do Call of Duty. Yeah, I can take another game, like, I don't know, just take Titanfall as an example. I don't think I understand Titanfall as deep as I understand Call of Duty, because I've been playing Call of Duty since 2007, and I just really understand it very well, and I think because of that, I can make pretty good videos out of it, whereas other games, I probably wouldn't be able to do them, at least in the same format as Call of Duty, and how I'm comfortable making those. So I don't think I could do that in other games, but the reason I only upload Call of Duty is just because that's what people want to watch. You know, I've tried posting other stuff, like you've seen what happens when I put up Madden videos. Of course, some people like the Madden videos. There's people that definitely appreciate when I put those up and whatnot, but the view count is just completely cut in half. Sometimes, you know, 1/3 of the normal views, sometimes 1/4 of the views, as compared to what I would do on just a normal Call of Duty video. So the reason I only upload Call of Duty is because Call of Duty is a game that my audience, as a whole, for the most part, likes to watch. And I'm sure some of you guys out there like to watch other stuff as well, but the majority of the people that watch my videos like to watch Call of Duty, and so because of that, I only upload Call of Duty. But at the same time, I'm not just a Call of Duty player. If I had to estimate, Call of Duty probably makes up 15 to 20% of my total gaming time. The rest is spent playing a bunch of different games. I'm a gamer. I just like to play video games. I don't record a lot of the other games that I play just because I like to play games. You know, there's some YouTubers out there that have to record or live stream like literally everything they play. And it's like, do you work all the time? Like, do you not just ever just want to play a video game, not have eyes watching you, not, you know, be recording or, you know, doing anything like that? You don't just like to just relax and play video games? 'Cause that's what I do. You know, I just like to relax and play video games. So I don't record record everything that I play, but I do play a variety of games, and that's what I've been doing for several years now. It just Call of Duty is the only game I decided to post because that's what people like to watch. Over on Nero's Let's Plays, which is my Let's Play channel, if you guys don't know about that, there's a link to that in the video description. I do post a variety of games over there. A lot of the other games I like to play, like Borderlands and stuff like that. I've got Let's Plays and walkthroughs and guides of different stuff of those games over there. Although, admittedly, I don't pay as much attention to that channel as I do this one, because, of course, this is my big channel. This is my main channel. I like to put all my effort and focus into this one. And sometimes I get sporadic with the posting over there. Like, actually, sadly enough, did not actually post a single video over there throughout all of November. I posted like 35 videos on that channel in October, and I didn't post any on it in November because, Advanced Warfare came out, and I did 42 freaking videos on Advanced Warfare in November. So because of that, I didn't really have enough time to really, put enough effort into that channel as much as I would have liked to. So I don't know, man. I play a lot of games. I like posting a lot of games, but I usually do that kind of stuff over on Nero's Let's Plays. And the final question I'm going to be doing for this FAQ is, why don't you show your face? A lot of people ask me all the time, when are we going to get a face reveal? Why don't you do a setup video? Why don't you do that kind of stuff? The reason I don't show my face here on YouTube, which there is a video on YouTube of my face, it's on my channel, in fact, I'll leave you guys to find it, but there is a video on YouTube on my channel of my face. It involves me and a gun and shooting it, so I guess that will be your hint. It was posted many, many years ago, recorded on a very crappy phone, so it's not very good quality, but it's definitely there. But the reason I don't show my face on YouTube is because it kind of loses that mystery. It really does. I like the mystery. You think of some of the classic people in entertainment that don't show their face. Like, for just examples off the top of my head here, you think of Kenny from South Park. Of course, in the movie you saw his face, but one of the cool things about Kenny is you always kind of wondered what he looked like. You think of some of my horror movies, which these are movies I like Michael Myers from the Halloween series or Jason from the Friday the 13th series. They're really interesting because you don't know what they look like. The masked character, who's that guy from Gears of War? Was it Carmen? I think that was his name. Carmen was always cool because you had no idea what he looked like. That was pretty cool, and I kind of added this mystery to it. I think every single one of you out there have a perception in your head as to what I look like, and to every person that's a bit different. One person's perception of me and what I may look like is different than the next person's perception of what I may look like, and I actually like that mystery to it. I think it adds a bit more fun. There's a lot of YouTubers I've watched over the years that when they first started doing YouTube, I first started watching it, back in 2007, 2008, that at first you had no idea what they looked like. You just kind of guess as to what they look like. Then when you finally get to see what they look like, it's like, oh, well, that's not what I pictured at all. And I don't know, it's not as cool as having the mystery of what that person actually looks like, and I think it's a lot better that way. So I don't think I'm ever really gonna do. I don't think I'm end up being one of those people that does face cams. I hate the entire idea of face cams. I really do. It's like, hey, watch me play this video game and stare at my face while I do it so I can emote and have crazy reactions for you. I just think it's a really lowbrow form of entertainment, to be honest, and I don't think I'll ever actually go with that kind of thing, like a face cam thing. I don't like the idea of that. The idea of vlogs, it's like, why do you want to watch my stupid face for a while I talk about something? Wouldn't you rather watch me go beast on some kids in Call of Duty while I do it? Because the whole reason you're watching the video in the first place is because you like Call of Duty, and usually the topic of that video is going to be Call of Duty. It makes a lot more sense that way to me. So for me, there's really no reason to ever do like a face reveal or show my face or do stuff like that here on my channel. It just doesn't seem to make any sense to me, so I don't think I'm gonna do it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you think some other YouTubers like Cry, you guys may watch some of his Let's Play or something like that. He's a very popular channel. No one knows what he looks like. That's kind of the fun of it. That's part of the fun of it, is the fact that no one knows what Cry looks like, and I like that idea. I like the aspect of it, So I don't think I'll ever show my face. It just doesn't seem like something that is really necessary here on my channel, and I think it's kind of cool. Like, I've gotten almost to 300,000 subscribers, and nobody really knows what I look like. So I don't know. I think it's kind of a cool thing. But yeah, that concludes my FAQ for you guys. Well, a little bit longer than I thought it would. I figured it would honestly be a short little video, but my videos are never short. I always end up just rambling on about nothing, but that's what they pay me for, I suppose. That's why everyone keeps coming back. Just go off topic with every single thing I'm trying to talk about. But yeah, that was my little FAQ. I answered some questions like, why do I pause my outro? What's the name of my intro song? Why is my name Nero? What does SB stand for? Do I play on PlayStation? What mic do I use? What capture card? What editing software? Why do I only upload Call of Duty? And why don't I show my face? Those are by far the questions I get the most, and I figured I'd make this video kind of as an FAQ for you guys. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed it, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.